Alright, now, just so y'all know, there's gonna be some spoilers up in this review. So with that being said, let's get into it. I gotta say, it, it wasn't the greatest movie, but it was more entertaining than the first one because in the first one they spent almost the entire movie in the maze, and in this one you get to see you know a lot of locations where they go. I mean, you get to go to not just stay in one place. You get to go from one place to another and to another to another and to another. So that's one of the things that I do love about this movie. And the action was pretty decent, but all that downtime though was dragging on. They had maybe like a half hour of downtime, like in each time they had to settle down and bunker down from like an intense action sequence, and they were just talking or whatever, and it was pointless. I mean, I don't even remember half of it because it made me so tired from trying to figure out what was going on and how long is those scenes are gonna take. I mean, I nearly fell asleep on some of that downtime that they had in the movie, that which could have been shortened to like 3 minutes or 5 minutes tops. Like, come on, guys. Like, I was almost convinced to the point where I'm like, yeah, it seems like they want to throw every detail in this movie. It's like they're not leaving anything out of this movie that was in the books. That's how it felt to me. But I mean, they probably did leave out some stuff that could have been put in the movie. But I don't know. What do I know? And remember those scary ass motherfucking spiders in the first movie? Yeah, that was intense. With this new second, chapter of the story coming out, how could we heighten the adrenaline? How can we, no, not the adrenaline, but how can we heighten the fear that these characters feel when they're out in the world, out there, outside the maze? Acrobatic zombies. Say what? Yep, you heard me. There's some acrobatic motherfucking zombies in this movie, and I admit there's a couple of times where where their acrobats were put into motion, and I was like, holy shit, they are some crazy, crazy skilled motherfuckers. Like where Thomas and the short haired girl was climbing up on the tipped over building, and they're climbing, and then these motherfuckers are leaping on there like monkeys on tree logs and shit. I mean, like, come on, like leaping on vines and all that shit, like Tarzan and all that. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like they're being chased by Spider-Man or something. Like, what the hell? And there's like one homage that I can think of where it's like a Walking Dead homage. It's like when they to the one of the places that Thomas and the other in his group goes to. As they're walking through, it's like they're getting a tour of this one of those places, and one of them there's like people gathering around, and they have zombies, on leashes or on chains, pushing them up against each other like it's some kind of fighting arena. I'm like, oh yeah, that's like a little homage to The Walking Dead. Hashtag Woodbury, the governor, fight arena. Come on. And I don't know how old these Maze Runner books are. I don't know who copied what. I don't know. Maybe they didn't copy each other intentionally. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's like a knockoff to me since I watched The Walking Dead first. So I don't know. That's just me. And this story was a little tough to follow. It's like this movie was made specifically for the fans of the books. So it's like the filmmakers were sitting in the room in their little meeting saying, talking to each other. Yeah, this movie needs to be for the fans of the books. So for those of you who enjoyed the first movie, thank you for your money, thank you for your passion, thank you for your positive reviews. But these movies are made specifically for the fans of the books. If you want to be caught up, if you want to be less confused of what we're throwing at you in the big screen, read the books. That's what you need to do. If you don't read the books, then shame on you. Now, this movie overall was It was entertaining. It was more entertaining than the first one, in my opinion. But some of that downtime could have been shortened still. Meh. But other than that, pretty sweet movie. So I'm gonna give this. My rating's gonna be a 7 on a scale from 1 to 10. I mean, I gotta say the ending felt a little off to me. Like the last 5 or last 10 minutes of the movie, it was a little off for me. I don't know, but and for those of you who've seen the movie or read the books, or whatever, for the first, for this the second movie and the second book, did Teresa sacrifice herself? Like in that in this movie? I mean, did she get killed off? I mean, I couldn't remember because I mean, a lot of things were happening in the last 10 minutes, and I'm like, did she just sacrifice herself? I mean, I don't get. So feel free to tell me in the comment section. I mean, if Teresa's if Teresa gave her life to save Thomas or whatever. Also, was there any mid credit scenes or end credit scenes during this movie? Because I wasn't sure if I needed to stay in my seat during the credits or not. I mean, but I just wanted to know if I missed any scenes and if was there any scenes I needed to sit through. So feel free to tell me in the comment section if there was a scene at the end of the movie as well or in the middle of the credits. Please let me know. Let me know. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think if I left anything out, on this movie that I needed to touch base with. Because right now I'm thinking that's about it, on this review. I think that's about it, guys. But if I missed out on anything that happened in the movie, feel free to, throw that out there as well that I didn't mention. So feel free. And if you liked my review, thumb up the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos to come. And until next time, Nerdy Boysian is out. Peace.